Hey everyone, welcome to the last episode of the Copy Corner for 2020 with your host, Terry Schilling.
And Dan Marzullo.
Dan, last episode, man, what a wild ride. I remember just back in the early days of 2020, we were getting excited to really be more consistent with this show, which we've done. I really have enjoyed our time together. I just remember talking about like our best ways to write copy in 2020 and how to make money in 2020 and all this stuff. And then just everything kind of went like a whirlwind, roller coaster, any metaphor that you want to use. It's been crazy.
Heck yeah, Terry. And I was just thinking, did we start this? Did we kick off the Copy Corner in 2020 or was it 2019? I can't remember.
2019, the early or the late months of 2019. And then yeah, we kind of made it a thing where we were at least going live every week or every 2 weeks. We've done a lot of episodes. And,
nice.
and then we finally transferred it to being a podcast as well, because we were just doing it as a video series. So yeah, man, it's been a lot of growth with the show, which has been great.
That's right. We did expand to the podcast in 2020. Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And so the last episode, we are live here. We're all live on my YouTube channel, Terry Schilling Creative, and in the Copy Co-op Facebook group, where Dan and I are active there and can help answer any questions. But we wanted to go live on a couple of different platforms in case anybody jumped in and wanted to ask any questions, about copywriting, marketing, some things that we can help you, to grow your business here in 2021. But we'll end the show giving some advice to newbie writers as well. But we wanted to take time for this episode to really share some of our favorite things in just kind of a crappy year for the entire world, with some things that have helped our business grow, maybe that can help you do the same there in 2021. But Dan, where do you want to start? Do you want to do some of our favorite resources that we use, maybe some new tools?
Yeah, let's talk about our favorite tools that we've kind of discovered and started using in 2020 that have been effective for our businesses.
Yeah, let's do it. What do you got?
I would say, we started using Uber Suggest in this year, right? In 2020.
Yeah.
For SEO keyword research and all of the SEO tasks, right, that we do for our clients. And I would say that's been our favorite tool that we've adapted as part of our process, because it's, there's a ton of SEO tools out there, but it's one that's super straightforward and simple. I think if you're a, copywriter and you're researching SEO tools, it's really easy to find ones that are super overwhelming, that have just so much built in. And if that's not your main 100% job, it can be a little bit too much. So we found for us, that's been perfect.
Dude, awesome. Yeah, you've kind of helped me lean into that as well. Yeah. You've helped me with a couple projects with Uber Suggest, and as very user-friendly and effective tool. So that's really cool. Yeah, so you introduced that to me as well. Cool. Great, man. I would say, dude, I discovered this tool called Draftium, which is you can make these wireframes, and they have a lot of different templates that can really help then the web designer from a copywriter standpoint of just letting them see the copy and how it can look. But I just find for me, it's way more easier to write copy in the wireframe, in the template, right? Instead of writing it in a Google Doc. And it saved time on edits as well with clients, because they can see the headline and the subheads and see some formatting. And I just feel like this is great. Just a couple changes here and there. So it's different context than just seeing it in a Google Doc or Word doc. So Draftium, it's a free tool as well. And if you want to do the pro plan to get more templates and do more wireframes, if you're writing a lot of website copy or projects, I highly recommend even just upgrading that. But check it out for free. It's a great tool and really user-friendly. So that's been really a big game changer for me with writing copy with clients and saving edits.
That's awesome, Terry. I haven't heard of them. And I think that's huge. Web copy is so tough because you're always used to getting it in a Google Doc, but like you said, you can't visualize it. And that's a huge part of cutting down on edits and revisions for sure.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I would say too, as like a second tool would be what we're using to stream live, Dan, is StreamYard. Right. Because we were doing it on Skype and it was kind of a little tough at times, right? So, we transferred to this, and it's just been much easier for us to kind of chat and then publish it. So this has been a really good tool for me as well.
Yeah, I think we've tried Skype, Zoom, Google Hangouts, and this has kind of ultimately been the winner for quality for what we're doing.
Yeah, absolutely. We got somebody saying hi from Facebook. Nice. We have directions. If you want to go in and say that you can give access for us to see your name, please do so. but we can check that later. But thanks for joining us. For the people watching live, if anybody watching has any questions for us, please feel free. We'll answer them here on the live on the broadcast. And we're also doing this as the podcast too. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple, where you listen to podcasts as well. So please keep supporting the show. We appreciate it so much. So there's new tools. What about some books, Dan? What's one have been your favorite book of 2020 that's really helped you?
Yeah, sure thing, Terry. I think the best book I read all year was Built to Sell. It's an old book, right? It was written several years ago, but it's still spot on. Just kind of teaching you the importance of documenting your processes and your systems in your business so that you can really scale it and build a sellable company if that's your goal one day. So that's huge. I think especially for those that start out as freelancers, right? You're used to doing everything yourself. So it's really hard to get out of that mindset and step back from the business, right? And bring in other professionals to kind of help build those processes. So that's what the book's all about, kind of helping you do that. Yeah.
Dude, I love it. Yeah, you've mentioned this book to me. It's been on my list. I got it loaded up in my queue for my my book reading app that I have on my phone. So I'm definitely gonna check that out.
Yeah, definitely.
Dude, great, dude. Because I feel like it's just so helpful to see those, like to get those marketing and business growth books. Just to get some examples, just to kind of look at your business a little differently. And it sounds like obviously that book resonated with you. So a great recommendation.
Yeah, definitely. I think, there's a lot of books and you always take away some good stuff, but of all of them, that one's really kind of made an impact on us and it's really changing the way that we structure and organize our business. So definitely a powerful one. But what about you though, Terry? What's your number one for 2020?
I would say the one I enjoyed the most was Bob Iger's book, the former CEO of Disney, A Ride of a Lifetime. It was just like almost like a business masterclass of how to rise the ranks, become a leader. And I mean, he's running arguably one of the biggest corporations in the world. And just some of the stories and the lessons learned that he gave throughout each chapter were just really inspiring. And it's just kind of no bullshit too. He was really just straightforward about everything. It didn't feel like fluff. And at the end of it, he kind of gives his like biggest lessons to be successful in life and in business. Right. So I thought that was just really interesting. So I'd highly recommend that book, especially if you're a Disney fan at all. There's like a ton of stories of how he acquired Star Wars and how he acquired Marvel and everything else. So it's been pretty cool.
Wow, that's awesome. Yeah, industry titan right there. We'll have to check it out.
Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. Well, let's talk some goals then for 2020, Dan, for ourselves and for our business. What are you looking forward to for 2021? And leave this crappy year behind.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Terry, I think, for us, and this is kind of piggybacking off of Built to Sell or inspired by Built to Sell, right, is we're really working on 2021 is the year of documenting more of our processes and procedures because, we haven't done it as well as we could. So that's really the biggest focus is just, getting a well-oiled machine going so that we can easily scale from there. What about you?
Yeah, dude, I feel like just tag me in on that one as well. I just feel like just want to get better at being specific about my services that I offer and limiting that and just kind of focusing on what maybe can I have some high ticket items, what can help me reach my financial goals and just streamline some of that so I don't feel as scrambled. So a little bit similar to you as well. Continue creating resources for other writers. I've really enjoyed that and gotten some good feedback. And, we've been able to do some of that stuff too with a webinar, which we are planning to bring back in 2021 to start the year. Continue to create products and find some different revenue streams as well.
Right. Oh, that's great, man. I think we'll all be crushing it in 2021. I'm excited to see what we do and all of the writers in the community that are listening to the show and seeing how everybody grows next year.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why we do the Copy Corner, to give some advice. People help write better copy and help, scale their business. Which, speaking of, what would be your best advice, Dan? We'll wrap it up on this for newbie writers, copywriters, content writers out there, maybe looking to go freelance full time. what would be your best piece of advice to kind of help grow their business?
Yeah, I think, good question. I think my best piece for this would be don't let the pandemic hold you back, right? 2021, there's still a lot of businesses and industries that are thriving, right? A lot of the online space, software, tech. There's a ton of great opportunities for freelance writers and copywriters still. So just, if you're trying to up your game in 2021, figure out what industries need you and target them, right? Get after them, connect with them, build those relationships, and land new clients in the industries that are doing the best right now.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just putting in the research, and putting in the time. Yeah, absolutely. I would say, like, on top of that is to, focus on being part of a community online, like whether it's going on like marketing Twitter, whether it's being more active on LinkedIn, whether it's joining some of these private Facebook groups or Slack groups. Like, you can easily search these things for other writers and start meeting other writers, because what I've noticed is we are really willing to help others and to give advice, and you can learn a lot from them. So it's really just big in investing in yourself. But, if you continue to connect with these other people and give advice and learn from them, the more confident you'll be to create your own content and put yourself out there online and really get in front of potential clients. It's a big strategy of mine that's helped me grow in these 2+ years, is just consistently being online and meeting other writers, meeting people like you, and just coming up with these ideas where you and I are kind of front and center and we can be top of mind and people reach out to us. Like, we've been able to give each other work, Dan, this year, just by us, continuing to show up, and then by continuing to meet, other people. And obviously word of mouth marketing is one of the best things you can have.
Absolutely, Terry. No, that's great advice, right? I mean, I think because, we see that all the time. Me and you on LinkedIn, we'll reach out to, prospects, and they'll say, oh, it's not, we don't need any help right now or whatever. But then I know we've had in the past, say a year later, you'll get a message saying, hey, we need you, right? We're ready for your help. And we've been seeing all your content for the last 1 or 2 years. So you've stayed top of mind, and, let's connect. So the whole content marketing, it really is effective.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 100%, man. And yeah, just continue to be consistent and look up some groups, go on and search like private writing groups or copywriting groups and Facebook, and join and just engage and be active and come up with the strategy of, every Monday and Wednesday, I go in there and ask a question. People appreciate that, and people will help you. I promise you that.
Good words of advice, Terry.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, that's kind of our year in review, roughly, right, for 2020. We've had, Dan and I have been pretty fortunate to have some success as well, and, had our ups and downs, but we're definitely looking forward to 2021. Some more Copy Corner, another webinar from Dan and I, maybe some other things going on that Dan and I will collaborate on, but definitely the Copy Corner will be back, giving some more copywriting and content writing advice.
Absolutely. Anything
else, Dan, before we wrap it up, the last show of 2020?
Last one of the year. I think that's it for me. It'd be cool to see, if you guys want to leave your comments or however you want to connect with us, it'd be good to see what you want to see from us on these shows in 2021. Like, if there's anything different that, any other kind of value we can provide or topics to cover, let us know.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that. Yeah. All right, Dan. Well, man, it's been a hell of a year. I appreciate you, man. We got to do this for a whole calendar year. This has been fun, and I'm looking forward to more content in 2021 with you, buddy. But to everybody who's watching us and listening on the podcast, we appreciate the support so much. If you listen to the podcast, subscribe, download, leave us reviews, share the word of the Copy Corner, that these two guys know their stuff and can help you write better and grow your business. Write that verbatim. Tell everybody that.
Write it down and blast it out. Yeah.
Yeah. But guys, again, we appreciate you so much. We'll catch you in 2021 for the first episode of the new year for the Copy Corner. Thanks, everybody.